supporter.
And we have a new face to the table. Hopefully not a new face to y'all. Introduce yourself, my guy.
What's poppin'? It's Shaun CARLO.
Huh?
No politics.
Huh?
Didn't have to pull up.
Nigga.
Connect.
Welcome to the table, my guy.
What said on one shit? $1 million mine. You can't trap that shit. Hey, listen. We plugged in. We getting connected, man. Stop playing, man. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and share. I always fuck that up when I be saying that.
You just say like. And like.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that shit. You
Save
feel me?
it.
Yeah, download it, all that shit. You feel me? So, Shaun, man, what's up, man? Like, for everybody that don't know, like, give them a quick little of who Shaun CARLO.
Where you from? When you started rapping, all that good shit.
For sure. Shaun CARLO from Detroit, West Side.
Yeah.
Linwood. Been rapping since 2011. So I've been around for a little minute.
It's like 10, 11.
I'm 10 and some change. And yeah, that's it, man. You know, just rap about my life. Feel me? We did some events in our lifetime, some audio visual work, a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just hip hop, really. You know what I'm saying?
So it's Shaun CARLO now.
Yeah.
But I looked up some footage. It was Shawnee Shaw. What? Shawnee Shaw. Shawnee Shaw was a wild boy. He used to have his shirt off in every video. He's on his D'Angelo shit. I don't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that was 10 years ago. I don't see that vibe from him right now. But like Shawnee Shaw. How did we come from Shawnee Shaw to Shaun CARLO?
Well, first of all, I thought I made all that shit private or deleted it.
No.
No.
We got the file.
We got the file.
They went in the vault. Yeah, so, you know, Shaun CARLO, first of all, my first car was a Money.
Used to ride in.
Yeah, so that was that. And once I was freestyling, like, at Shawnee Shaun, people, like, just called me that, you know what I'm saying? Because me and my brother, like, my real name, E-Shaun. Me and my brother both got names.
You said E-Shaun?
E-Shaun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, like, E-S-H-A-U-N. So,
okay.
You know, me and my brother both got names that start with E, so it get kind of confusing when some of his friends call him E, they call me E, so I started going by Shaun. A lot of people just started calling me Shawnee Shaun, so that's just what people was calling me at the time.
Hey, fuck y'all. Whoever was calling him Shawnee Shaun, fuck. It was probably not at the time, but Shaun CARLO is way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah, for sure. And like once I started fucking around like freestyle and decided I wanted to get rap a try, that was one thing that I consciously like made a decision to like try to change it for like, you know, I changed my name on Facebook to Shaun CARLO, and my uncle was like, yo, that shit dope. And I was like, you know, I think that got a little bit more sticking power than Shawnee Shaun. Like, I don't want to be a 30-year-old nigga calling himself Shawnee Shaun. So
Right.
Shaun CARLO. And that's been it.
It's way more brandable for sure.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Shaun CARLO, that sounds like a smooth ass nigga on the track.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, what this nigga talking about?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to know what's crazy? Like, don't kill me, bro. But I was listening, and I was like, if I had to compare this nigga, bro, I would say if Wiz and J. Cole had a little brother.
Interesting.
I would put them like them, if you could put them two niggas together, because the beat like I said, I was listening to Better Money like whatever like the some of the beats is like on that like the Wiz with no weed type shit. Some of the flow he riding the beat like on some shit, but other songs, other projects he spit some shit like on some Cole type shit like.
I was gonna say.
So if they had a little brother, that'd be Shaun CARLO is little brother Wiz Khalifa and J. Cole. Y'all heard it here first on me.
That's crazy. You thought that. I thought Nipsey Hussle.
I get that all the time.
I thought Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
So you get that a lot?
I get Nipsey. During the Better Than Money years, I got J. Cole all the time. As I got
Wiz.
I never got, but I was listening to Wiz heavy. That was our shit.
Because the flow is like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that's what you saying. No, when you said that,
I was smoking with it. Like, cause I was like, okay.
No, that's a good pickup because musically, I was on that. Like, I fucked with Wiz. I look up to Wiz a lot, especially back then. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of makes sense. I've never heard that one, but that makes sense. But Nip is actually my favorite rapper.
The delivery, the cadence, like, yeah. Yeah, so like, was this Nipsey a big inspiration? Like, is he like, you know, say RP Nip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, was he a big inspiration? Like, now, I mean, he's more of a new rapper. He's been rapping for like 10 years. I don't know how long Nipsey was around.
A long
time.
Yeah, he was
before
a long
got
time.
hip, like popping.
I didn't get hip to him till like Crenshaw or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, how long has he been an inspiration? And is that kind of like the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, that nigga is the blueprint.
That nigga is
My bad. He's the blueprint. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you say all that shit.
It's just funny how you said it.
It's a safe space, man.
Yeah, Nip is the blueprint amongst other people, but for me, he was like the cornerstone. I got hip to Nip off the freshman cover.
Mm-hmm.
I just went and downloaded everybody that was on there. Like, I think it was Cole, Nip, Wiz, Crit might have been on there. I don't remember exactly. I think Gibbs was on there, but I downloaded all this shit and I fucked with Cole heavy. And I got Nip shit and I fucked with it. That was during like the Bullets Ain't Got No Name time.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me a minute to cycle back. I got around the time the Marathon dropped, I really became like a fan. So like that was like 2010. So from there on, I just always just watched his moves. You know what I'm saying? That was like when YouTube started becoming a thing, social media was a thing, and like, you know, your spitters, your wizards, they was all doing their thing. But I just kind of drew to Nip because he was always more so talking about like money and shit. And like I was a Jay-Z fan coming up. So I was always, you know what I'm saying, like economic in my mindset. So like he really drew to me. So like to watch him go from like gang banging, big ass t-shirts and shit to what he eventually became was just incredible. Like I just like watched it every step of the way.
That nigga, like, he's bigger than music for sure.
Yeah,
that nigga, like, and then the fact of how big he is, like, the nigga damn near probably, like, music is probably the least amount of money he making out of all the other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that idol.
Yeah, I just read his he got it's a unofficial biography by a rap journalist. It's called The Marathon Don't Stop. But it was a real deep dive into a lot of shit. It gave a lot of backstory to like shit that I didn't even know following him, and just like, yeah, that bigger than music shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a dope book. Check it out, because like what he meant to his coast and everything that we couldn't really feel meant a lot to know too, though. Yeah.
You wanna know what's crazy though? Like that reading shit, like I be getting bored reading, bro. Like, I tried to like, what was the name of 50 Cent book?
Hustle Harder.
Hustle, yeah.
I'm reading that shit right now.
Like I made it through like the first chapter. I'm like, all right, I'm really getting into it, and then it was just like I can't even find that bitch now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
Like,
I done got Gucci book. I done got a Rick Ross book. I done got, bro, them bitches. I done got a few local Detroit people book to support, and I'll start it and it just be like.
Yeah, like I reading shit. It's just I'm just not the reading nigga though. I don't know. I'm gonna try audiobook though.
No, I'm
not in a. I do listen to audiobooks, but I like to read. But like that was my shit in school though. Like when I was a kid, that was always my subject.
Emphasis
like,
on kid though. You see how you play this? You see the emphasis on the kid?
Nah.
I just it can be too quiet. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of nigga like. If y'all know me, like I can't sit down for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I be ready. Like that's probably why I ain't never. That's why I ain't never went to jail or no crazy shit. Cause I cannot just sitting still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that drive a nigga nuts.
I got a real question to kind of piggyback off that smart shit and reading and all that shit. How do you feel about the title conscious rapper?
It's cool.
Do you feel that's where you lie in, or do you feel like it shouldn't be a conscious rapper title? So I've been thinking about this shit myself, so I think you kind of get put in that box.
Yeah, for sure. I understand it, and I think that there's definitely like levels to it. Actually, I think sometimes people will shortchange people and try to put them in that box as like a conscious rapper, like whatever. And I think sometimes there's some rappers who don't necessarily rap conscious, like by the beats, by the subject matter, but they are very conscious of what the fuck is going on. Like I think Nip was a good example of that, where like, you know, if you really listen to him, like that shit he was talking, like that shit could have saved our generation. It was not.
But he was talking that shit too, though.
He was talking that shit. He gave you both.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Like a Jay kind of.
So could you really label him as a conscious rapper?
Kinda though, because his level of consciousness ain't no different from what a Kendrick Lamar or whatever you talking about. But it's just the way he talking about it. He gives you both sides.
But Kendrick don't go into as deep like with the killing and hustling and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying. So I would say Kendrick would be listed as conscious. You feel me? Because like, he don't really talk about stepping and shit and like he talk about all this other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think how I look at it, like it's like I just think different rappers got different levels of awareness. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like when I'm listening to people, like, yo, he talk about real shit. Not that the other shit people may be talking about may not be real, but it's like, you know, his focus is like aimed with a message and a direction behind it. So I don't really call it conscious, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
Do you think the actual label make it tough for rappers like you? Do you think that actual label, if they just can call, no, all right, that's gangster rap, all that, do you think the actual label make it harder for you to?
I think it could be difficult because people don't. Generally speaking, I don't think most people want to hear that shit. Like, man,
especially here. And I asked everybody, like, we had some conscious rappers, we had some, like, I guess you would say conscious. Also, like Lex, Courtney Bell, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, sure. I asked them, like, but with Courtney Bell, it was different because he had other shit too. Like he used to talk about
before Courtney Bell was kid.
Yeah, he was kid, right? When he was kid, he was talking about that shit. But like when we had Lex up here, like Lex, he was on some shit like how y'all be on. Like you know what I'm saying? He was more deep into it. Like
48 hours.
40 hours. Yeah, 40
prison talk.
All that shit.
Like you know when you go to prison, the books and
I be asking niggas like, do y'all really like? Is it? Because it has to be hard. Like in the market that we in the city. Like you know what I'm saying? They want to hear about swiping, scamming, drugs, hoes, spending money, like all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it ain't for niggas not to make music? Like, it's easy to talk about what everybody else is talking about. It's easy. And for niggas not to do that and go opposite way deliberately, is like, is it a passion behind it? Is it something pushing that? Is it like what's not keeping you? I mean, what is keeping you in that lane instead of like saying,
venturing off?
Let me do what everybody else is
doing.
Please
people. Well, for one, I try to put integrity at the front of everything I do, and a lot of that shit just not my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up exposed, involved in some of that shit too, but it's like on the day to day, that's not who I wanted to be. It's not who I was.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's a big problem with people lying in their raps and trying to perpetuate that shit. So I don't want to take part in that. So I'm gonna just rap about what I rap about, and like where I think conscious get kind of weird because it's like.
Say it, nigga.
I'm saying.
This is a safe space. Go ahead. Don't hold it up.
I think where conscious kind of becomes an issue is like for me, for example, like where I approach things now is like what some people may think if as a conscious rapper, maybe like, yo, you should have smoked that weed. They put chemicals in that that's destroying your brain cells, right?
Like
I don't give a fuck.
Back up, Sharif.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care about that shit. I believe everybody got their own indulgences. Everybody got their goods, their bads, their negatives. Like, every killer probably don't watch cartoons or got some shit that they enjoy. They just got a shell up where they may not be able to, or they may not want to show that shit based on their environment. You feel me? Like, but at the end of the day, they're human. So I try to get, like, a human existence of shit. So, like, sometimes it may be on some shit like, yo, this shit fucked up. We need to do better. Sometimes it may be some shit like, yo, I'm fucked up. I need a drink. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, trip out. So I just try to rap about what's real. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, just to kind of piggyback off that shit, like, a lot of shit, though, like, as far as, like, people having their guard up and shit like that, like, even when you, like, roll up on the block or some shit that you may not be as familiar and it's people on the porch, they gonna stare you the fuck down.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
That happened to me, and I literally just gave bro a compliment, like, bro, yo ride fire, bro.
Yeah.
Every time the niggas see me now, it's what up, bro? What up? Niggas just be having a tough shell just because they think that's what they need to do. They never ran into niggas that just be like, nah, bro, what's up? Like,
that's our conditioning though.
But that's what I'm about to say, because of where we at, bro. Like it's like we brainwashed. Like we gotta be this way. Like, nigga, we from Detroit, nigga. We gotta be woo. Because like you go out of town, and niggas be on that shit. Like, oh, like, man, where you get them from? And niggas say that, like, nigga, don't worry about where I got. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might scrap a nigga from asking where you got your shit from here. like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we aggressive, bro. We mad
as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you go anywhere out of town, all that shit. Atlanta, Houston, where everybody go to party, all niggas be showing love, why and it just be genuine. And we be the assholes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, you can't take the Detroit niggas nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But, like, do you think that, like, with you staying focused and staying in your lane and doing what you do, like, and I asked everybody this, like, how hard do you think that make it for you, like, to get under somebody's big radar and be like, oh, that nigga is it?
It definitely make it harder. Because I think a lot of this shit is also, it's a format to, like, mainstream rap a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? We live in a viral world. I don't think I make easily viral music. I don't think I make music that can shit. So like it's hard to like garner a lot of attention if you're not taking outlets. You know what I'm saying? Unless you constantly just get more 1 and 2 people at a time and shit. So you got the big following. You know what I'm saying?
Just because you said that viral and all that shit, because right now, and it's like new right now because Yo Gotti just did a shout to Yo Gotti CB and them. But how the fuck do you feel about those rap challenges? Because it's a thing where it's like niggas doing the rap challenges. Did you do one? Because he ain't do one.
Nah, I didn't do that one.
He didn't do one. I look at your page. I see nothing like where you. And do you like think it's a waste of time? Do you see the benefit in that shit? Like, how do you feel about that?
I think it can be a benefit, but I try not to focus on shit like that because I feel like you're playing the lottery.
Some niggas say.
But niggas hit the lottery. Niggas hit the lottery. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm stubborn too. So, I don't think people should follow my method because I could be missing it. I could be the person who they fucking pick. I just don't be focused on that shit. You know
I think you should do it because, like, say for instance, like maybe it's a lotto winner, but they like these 100 people didn't make it, and they got them on camera talking about it.
Yeah,
you still get some exposure, like, because Yo Gotti still hosting damn near everybody.
Yeah.
So like, even if he don't, he probably go with a famous motherfucker like how Icewear did it. You know, he picked GHerbo when he did his. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? He did the contest. He got GHerbo in there. He didn't get no Detroit rapper or whoever. So like, but he posting all them bitches, so it still could get.
And he's gonna pick somebody. Like
you don't know that.
Gotti,
you don't know that, bro.
Listen, Gotti,
you don't know that, bro.
Listen, Gotti the type of nigga like he said it though. Like you feel me? Like Gotti got a reputation. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if he's saying it, like I think he's gonna do it. I got faith.
I mean, but that somebody could be already somebody in the tub. So is it technically?
But what would be the benefit of it though?
Getting this song out.
Streams.
The song's not out yet. Because he needs somebody to fill the verses.
We don't know.
You feel me?
I don't know.
I
think Gotti would do the right thing.
I see the album was already out. I can see like this, get people to push the album and all, but you know what I'm saying? That's why more reason to think that he gonna do it.
To touch on that though, like that's part of the reason why I may be reluctant to do that shit. I've been in situations where like I paid to be a part of contests or I tried to do shit and it's like, yo, I know I was the dopest. No, not as big as like, you know, Instagram where the entire world's doing it. But I paid for like, yo, do this, you can open up for this person. And just like, damn, like I didn't get picked. It was like, how the fuck? I don't mind losing, but how the fuck did he win? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't even the fourth best person here.
But though, it depends. Like, if it wasn't like, how was they voting?
They had a panel. It was a judge that they had picked and did that shit. So you know what I'm saying, whatever. And I had actually ended up in a situation. Shout out to my homie B. Louie and DNice. I was up in Western, and it was to open up for Big Sean. We both went. The judges picked like a few people, and then they let the crowd pick like a wild card. And the crowd picked me, and they picked B. Louie and DNice. And like they had to like check again, like damn, who y'all voting for the most? Like you know what I'm saying? They ended up winning, respect them the guys. But they went on and lost to somebody who was just like I thought it was a joke when he was doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? But they picked him, he went, he got the slot. And that was like literally 2011 when I first started. So I was like, oh no, all this shit is fake. That's part of what
that nigga was scarred from the jump.
Yeah. Hey, look,
this nigga was scarred from the jump.
He falling right into what I got to say next, bro. Like you just, because through the releases I see it's like 2011, or I'm not saying perfectly that time. It's like a lot of gaps going on. Like, have you been losing in and out of motivation, and can you speak to like why it's like so many gaps in between the music?
Yeah, for sure.
We keep it real here.
Yeah, for sure. I've lost motivation a couple times. And probably the biggest motivation loss I had was probably between like 2015 and like 2018, 19. I actually started a company in that time, but like I started that company as like a way to get around rap but still be in rap. You know what I'm saying? I was actually doing like behind the scenes work, little producing videos, shit like that. But I always come back. I always just feel like I'm called back. But yeah, some of them gaps was just me taking my time trying to get my projects right. But some of that shit was just like, you know, like teetering, just living life. You know what I'm saying? Between the bitches. So.
And us earlier, you spoke about you was like you stubborn. Yeah. Like, does that? I also looked
Y'all stubborn motherfuckers be. Man,
I also look at the work that you got on Apple Music, and I don't see a lot of features. I don't see any features from nobody in Detroit. Well, I'll take that back. Nobody like that. The people that you are on there, they probably are from Detroit.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like, you know what I'm saying?
Big
Name people from Detroit. Like I seen Tish on there a few times.
Yeah.
Is she in the company?
That's my sister. Yeah,
okay, cool. But I seen her.
I thought they was a couple at first. When I was looking at the video, I was like, hold on. Okay,
So,
never mind.
I seen her on a few different projects too. But I don't see nobody that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is that? Like, if you're not looking for features, you don't fuck with features. Like,
I'm on that now. I'm stubborn, but I'm learning my ways. You know what I mean? That's not the way. Like, collaboration is a big part of any success. You know what I'm saying? I get that now. But back then, I felt like it was me against everybody. Bro. I was really, like, fighting.
I feel it,
I felt like, to me, I felt like I was at a skill level. And you got to be that way sometimes. Just like,
but it
will bite you. And I've seen that shit bite plenty of people, which is part of the reason why I come back now. And I'm like, I've actually worked with more people this year in the past, like, 365 than I have, period.
You feel me? And it's like with me, niggas asked before, like, hey, you should get down with this DJ crew, or you should join this group, or you should do this. And I'm like, I'm straight. Like, I'm gonna do this my way. I'm gonna do it. And now it's like, I look back, it's like, man, if I would, what if this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have met this nigga off of this. I could have, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's a way to do it right, too. Because like, for me, it's like, you don't want to be everybody want to be self-made. That was huge when I was coming out. Like, everybody want to be self-made. So if I saw somebody that was dope doing their thing, I would know these people. Like, I would talk to them, you know what I'm saying? We'd link, it's all good, yeah, what up? Yeah. But I would never do no music with them or whatever, because it's like, I don't want to seem like I'm dick riding. But that's an immature standpoint back then, because I could have linked up. Like, it's literally like niggas who, like, some known, some not, or some got big names, some don't. That people still ask me to this day, like, bro, why y'all ain't did shit? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I literally got these people phone numbers and we talk. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't never put it together. But
that stops now, though.
That's over.
It has to.
It's 2022.
Yeah, man. It's about, like, you know what I'm saying? It's about elevation. Mm-hmm. Fuck the bullshit. Like, man, like, all that. Like, my thing is, man, when niggas, not saying this was your situation, but when niggas put personal or emotions and all that shit in the way of the business, like, handle the business. You feel me? Like, fuck it. Like, you ain't gotta like these niggas. Y'all niggas just make some money together. That's a fact. You feel me? Like, man, I be saying the same shit to artists, like, oh, I got a billion songs on stash, and I just don't let them put the shit out. Like, make money, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know that collabing with people, what you need to do that shit. You feel me? Like, it ain't gonna hurt.
So you speak on losing motivation and all that shit. You saying like you back now. So the project out, newly released. Can you like say what's different now and what's so great about this project and like your movement from here on out? Because that intro was that seemed very intentional, my boy.
Shout out to my home.
And the business we need to handle can't be LLC. That's probably
we got business handshake.
Can you speak about the project, like why the name Scene and the inspiration and all that?
Well, the name Scene came from a book I read.
This book, man, like,
it's called Darren Greatly by Brene Brown. My therapist suggested the shit to me.
Shout out to therapy.
Yeah, for sure.
I tried it, but it didn't work.
You gotta find the right one.
I think for everybody. You wanna know what's crazy though? Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was like me subconsciously knowing I was gonna have to open doors. I didn't want to open doors. That's what it's about. So maybe I'm just not ready. But I tried.
You trying to play games with the therapist? Like you can't go to the therapist and play games.
Yeah, you feel me?
They know the questions to ask.
I'm just not ready. I'm sorry about that. But go ahead. Shout out to the therapist.
But Scene, it's about that. Like one of the premises of the book is that like you got to be your most vulnerable self to be your happiest self. You got to be willing to open doors, look shit in the face, and be honest to be able to be you. So like the question you asked me earlier, like how can you navigate, not rapping like everybody else or doing whatever. I'm good with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know me putting this shit out is not gonna go viral and get me $1 quadrillion, and I'm gonna be straight off this.
It might.
It might.
Let's not say it ain't.
It might.
Let's not say it ain't. We're not saying that in 2022. It could.
But
it could happen. It can happen.
But it probably won't. And I'm good with it not happening because I know what path I'm choosing. You know what I'm saying? So I just seen it just like more of that. Just opening up, being more honest. I feel like a lot of my music when I was younger was dope. It was real. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like typical or whatever, but I felt like it was a layer of depth missing in hindsight. So that's what I wanted to do on this. Like, you know, talking about different shit from like, you know, everybody want to say, oh, yeah, I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? We drop shit. My area, really. My side of town, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm from this block. It's really down over here. But it's like, you know, I felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I do take pride in being where I'm from, especially when you're around people that's not from there. You know what I mean? But it's like, that shit affects you in a way that, like, a lot of niggas act the way they act so they don't got to realize that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't say that shit on.
Yeah, it's like the thought of like, you know, watching people get shot, knowing people have died, that shit fuck you up, whether you accept it or not. So like, you know, I got songs on there where I'm thinking about that shit. Like, damn, you know how you leave from, you know, doing whatever I'm doing, living wherever I'm living, suburbs, wherever, and then you come back to your hood. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? The niggas you grew up with done got killed. Everybody over here sad. You know what I mean? I'm about to go home to my little happy house. You know what I mean?
That shit is fucked up, bro. My block look like shit.
Yeah.
My block look like shit, bro. It's terrible.
For sure. And it's hard to know, but it's like, you know, it's a crossroad that you might meet where it's like, yo, you can stick around and like, you know, be the realest nigga that's sitting there dealing with that shit and deal with the realities that you may or may not have to, or you can be the nigga that escape it and abandon it. Or you can walk the line in the middle, which is what I try to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm still active. I'm still in arm's reach. I got a firm understanding of what the fuck going on, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't.
Man, we got to, though.
Man, if Lex, RP Lex, like I said, y'all would need to for sure tap in. Like, I think Courtney Bell, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I think y'all just, even if y'all don't make music, just have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas
y'all saying the same shit
like,
y'all, 3 different ways, though.
And another little funny link with Courtney Bell, I never met him, but how I found out about him a few years back, it's a videography crew that used to go by TSLC Production, now they go by Drop Creative. I did a couple videos with them, like this was like 2017, and did some dope work. But then right after they dropped our shit, they started working with Courtney Bell. And so like, you know what I mean, we just in the links, like in the loop, because like we follow each other, and I'm like, damn, who's this? I'm like, this nigga dope, touch some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how he's been on my radar, just from like mutual connections. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully he continue to.
Oh yeah, man. Come on. You say it here,
man. Stay plugged in. Get connected.
It's the table. You know what I'm saying? When you hear sometimes things happen.
Yeah, I'm open arms, man. So yeah, we can put that.
And I'm gonna tell you about some shit when we get. I'm gonna tell you about some shit I got cooking. I've been telling him summertime. Hey, listen.
Yeah, I'm with all that, man, for sure.
Nigga.
And if you didn't know, like, I gotta put it out there right now. He did a Wild Boy freestyle. It's already, you know what I'm saying? And I have to say, like, selfishly, that's my favorite one. You know what I'm saying?
I had to come meet the connect so they could stamp
They
it.
had to stamp it.
Nigga. Hey.
Nigga. Studio session was crazy. Very professional, prompt, man. Like, put in work. Like, and when I tell you we put the Primo, he got the Primo beat. You know what I'm saying? This is not nothing like he normally do. Like, this is for sure a challenge. None of the beats I sent him was, we sent them.
Ain't one of those crazy? When he sent me that, I said, that's the one he picked. Like, you know, all of them, I said, that's the one he picked. And then when I heard it, I said, damn! Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I swear I mean, grown man shake on that.
Grown man shake on that.
Yeah, that bitch was fire, bro. It was.
And that's, you know, like, we're talking about the conscious rapper bag. That's, you know what I mean? You can get mad about it and fucking pout and, oh, well, the real hip-hop and they don't know what they're listening to. Or you can fucking play the game. So when y'all sent them to me, I thought about asking y'all to change it, but I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? If you think you're as good as you are, play them bitches. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I thought he was going.
I had it typed out. I swear to God, I was typing that shit. But they was hard. It was hard. I'm like, fuck it. I'll try it. You know what I'm saying?
And you did your thing. He walked on that.
He for sure. Y'all gonna love that.
But back to when he was saying, like how you said, Scene was named after the book. No, with the albums, I noticed, like, the names is, all of them, do they have intention, like, breadcrumbs? Like, was that leading up to Scene? Like, or was you, like, how, like, what was that?
So the first one was better than money. And that was just like what my mind state was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
You a motherfucker. Now I'm thinking about it. It's kind of like the titles.
Look,
like,
it's kind of going into what I was about to add.
No. It be your old man. Sometimes it be your old man. It be your old man sometimes.
And this is payback because he caught me slipping. I was late a couple episodes ago, and he caught me on camera and all that. So when y'all see it, so yeah, now you know I'm on his ass from here on out. You feel me? But yeah, like look, tell us like the name, Better Than Money.
So Better Than Money. Better Than Money. It was kind of like it was part marketing play where like if I had somebody like let's just call him like Better Than Money, like this shit Better Than Money. Like, yeah, bro, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that, but it was also like I was spending all my money to make it, and I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I was so happy doing. I always wanted to rap. That was my first time like really getting in the studio for real. So I was just like, fuck it, this shit worth whatever I put on it. You know what I'm saying? So this shit Better Than Money. So that's where that name was from. Freedom Town was at a low point in my life. You know what I'm saying? I had dropped out of school after Better Than Money. I was at Western. Mm-hmm. I had a 3.3 before I started rapping for real. Then I started believing in myself and shit. I dropped out. I just said, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean?
You sound like some niggas that pledged. Sorry, y'all. I'm back playing.
Nah, but I had believed in it so much.
I was one of them niggas.
I didn't even mean it like that. I forgot it was.
You see, it be your own man.
I didn't mean to.
You see that?
I didn't mean to shoot my man.
He was quick with
it.
I
didn't sound like somebody else I know.
Yeah, he didn't even have to say that.
I didn't mean to shoot my man. It was my bad.
No, it's love, but Freedom Town, you know, I started believing in the music shit, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this, and like, it was just a low point. I was just like stuck, and like, I felt like all I had was like my mind, you know what I'm saying? So like, Freedom Town was like, fuck it, we just gonna explore. And then Breadcrumbs was just like, you know, I knew I was good, but I'm like, you know, this shit kind of gonna be like a checkpoint. So this is like a breadcrumb, like people can always come back to this CD and be like, damn, this nigga been up. You know, that's what Breadcrumbs about. Like the gems I drop, they still gonna be worthwhile whenever you catch it. You know, so it's a breadcrumb to understand where my mind was. And I think the next one was Ambassador Bridge, which that one is called the Ambassador Bridge because the producer, shout out to
Ambassador. Huh? Ambassador. On Apple Music, they just got it as Ambassador.
Oh, it's the Ambassador Bridge. It's LP is what it's supposed to be. But the producer, Jeets, he from Ottawa, Canada. I had put out a freestyle, not a freestyle, but a track called 100 Bars. That was me rapping over like 10 beats, and like it was on the blog, and Jeeps picked it up. And he reached out to me, sent me some beats, and we just linked. And he produced the whole project. So like from Detroit to Canada, you know, obviously the Ambassador Bridge connections. So that's why that was called that. Coils, that was my first time ever growing my hair, so that's what I was just looking into, like that shit and like whatever. That was my EP. And now we got Sing, which is that. So yeah, I try to be intentional because, you know, I approach every project like a project. I don't just do like batches of songs.
I feel it. And the one word titles, like, what's up with that?
It's not intentional.
No,
that part not.
Oh, I thought it was like a little play.
You know, motherfuckers like you, like it's always like it's like a something. It's always something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's always a layer. Yeah, it's like that wasn't really like that. That was for this.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm kind of like that. Studio, I just was like, damn. So I just named it Damn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not for those. For No Politics, we dropped our first project. That's me and Titch. No Politics. We dropped. We Made It Back Home, and every song on there is one word. That was fully intentional. Okay. So, but that's that. But as far as like my projects, that just happened.
It just happened like that.
Yeah.
So No Politics once was BGK. I don't know if it was what BGK
research is real.
You know
what I'm saying? Y'all good at what y'all do.
Like, you're saying like what happened with the BGK, and then how to get No Politics is. Those people not here anymore? Are they? What's going on?
Nah, hell yeah. Yeah, BGK the family.
Oh, okay, my bad. Don't leave BGK.
Nah, that's
you know what I'm saying? What happened?
BGK is the crew. You know what I'm saying? They're my homies. We mostly went to Renaissance. We all went to Renaissance together at one point. A lot of us got kicked out.
First, say what BGK is.
BGK is the family.
No, like, what does it stand for? Because the acronym, right?
Belief, Growth, Kingship is what we turned it into, but I was about to kind of get into that shit.
No,
you good. At Renaissance, like we used to hang, we used to throw like little parties and shit, and like, you know, just fucking around one day. And
they was the niggas hip rolling and all that shit.
Hell no. Not all of us. BGK
had their shirt off in all them videos. They was on it. They was on the floor somewhere. I guarantee you, they was on the floor. Somebody wall
on the
or some
millennium
shit. They was
shit.
doing some crazy shit. I already know.
Nah, but you know, we was just like, you know what I'm saying, we was cool, but like we just like a bunch of goofy niggas or whatever. We was like, everybody had like a group or a gang they was a part of, and we was just like niggas hanging out. It's like, fuck it, we the Big Grip Killers. It wasn't serious at all. Like we wasn't.
It wasn't serious
It was
at
like
all.
fully satire, but like our peers and network like really just started calling us that shit. So like, you know what I mean? We just like fuck it, we ran with it. We never called ourselves like the Big Grip Killers. Like once we started doing business shit, it was like GHerbo turning into Believe Grove King shit. But
how the hell do the Big Grip Killers turn into Believe Grove King shit?
Shit, a lot of people do that shit. To be honest, though, dog. It's a lot of acronyms that people tell you mean one thing, and then
Like when I found out what Crip mean, I was like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Crip.
Yeah. It's some community
Revolution in progress.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Like, and these niggas kill me.
We gotta do better.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta do fucking better out here, y'all. We gotta do better.
And they discuss that shit in the Nip book too, though. Like they talk about like how those gangs originated and what they was really like a protect against police brutality and like racism and shit. Like that's where they originally started, and then it just like, you know, money, other shit get involved. I'm not a Crip or anything. I'm just the history I've done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like
No cripping over here.
I'm
No
not,
gang,
I'm
man.
not no gang, but you know, just from what I read, that's what it was about, like to
Yeah.
protect their communities and shit. And then it just kind of, you know, shit snowballed with us and just
All right, that's
sometimes.
a big fact.
Yeah.
Well, can we? So, Big Grip Killers.
Okay, BGK, yeah. So that's
And
the
then
family.
So what happened? How do we get to No Politics?
So No Politics is just me and Tish. That's just us two as a rap group. You know what I'm saying? Originally it was just me and Tish rapping, but you know, like you said with the collaborations, it would be a lot of times, you know, we like this, but she not always on my shit. I'm not always on her shit. People like, yo, y'all don't never do no fucking music together for real. It don't make sense. Why you got a project out and she's not on it? She should be on everything. And I'm just like, you right. I was stuck in my head, and so eventually we ended up being like, fuck it, let's try this shit together. No Politics is the name we landed on because we had been through our cycle of the local rap scene, dealing with all the bullshit, seeing how shit go. And we was like, you know, we're not fucking with none of that. We're going to do this shit our way. Ain't no politics. You know what I'm saying? It's a male-female rap duo. That shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, hey, you got to be mini skirt fine as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Type narrative that they try to fit a lot of chicks in. It's like, no. We equals in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no politics shit. You might rap better than me sometimes. I might rap better than you sometimes. But we just going to make this music. You know, none of that shit matter.
I low-key... I got something for you. We like how you said we're gonna talk after. I got something for you. I don't want to spill it on here.
All right,
latest project, Scene. Make sure y'all go
That's a big fact.
download it, save it to the phone, get all the streams, man. Like this, it be the conscious rappers that really gotta do that shit, bro. Like, cause
we need to make it where the conscious rappers don't even have the conscious title on it.
Yeah, exactly, man. We just rappers, like, cause that's like, no, if you go
my
back.
bad.
No, I ain't tripping. I don't take offense to it because I get it. I think I would fit that bag if you had to. If it is a bag, I think I can.
G
go.
should be the rapper.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like you said, it's not a lot. Like you said, like it's not a lot of club shit. We playing the club. Like all these other niggas, they playing the shit, playing the club. So a lot of niggas is hearing it. You feel me? Like you gotta. The rappers, we have to push behind. Like we gotta help. We gotta support these niggas. Like you feel me? Because these niggas is gonna take more. It's gonna take that extra oomph to get into the right ears. You feel me?
For sure.
My nigga Shaun CARLO,
Yeah.
Scene. Go get it
Go grab that.
right now.
Good music to
Big
ride
facts.
around to, play around the house while you chilling. Sunday music, you know what I'm saying? All that.
It's gonna be a lot of this when you would listen to it. Like, I got caught doing like, okay, like, oh, he did. Y'all know the
Tell them
T-Bird
where they can follow you at on social media.
I'm at Carlo_no_politics. Wait, Carlo_no_politics on Instagram. Carlo No Politics on Twitter. YouTube, Shaun CARLO. Carlo No Politics on TikTok. I'm trying to build that up. But yeah, that's it.
Hey, y'all already know who the fuck I am. I'm just the wild boy of the city, DJ Out Control.
Your favorite Booty, aka neighborhood supporter.
And this right here is Meet the Connect, man.